For decades, labor force surveys have been a cornerstone of our understanding of the labor market, providing critical insights into important indicators such as employment, unemployment, labor force participation rates, and underemployment. In Nigeria, the National Bureau of Statistics has been the driving force behind this data, providing valuable information on labor market indicators for policymakers. Traditionally, this has entailed the implementation of quarterly labor force surveys that generate authoritative national statistics on these labor market indicators. Nonetheless, a transformation in the methodology is taking place. What is the rationale behind this change? The world is changing, and so is the way we collect, analyze, and interpret data. The National Bureau of Statistics, in collaboration with the World Bank, has been working tirelessly to adopt the latest ILO guidelines for computing labor force statistics proposed at the 19th International Conference of Labor Statisticians. The adoption of these guidelines will help to improve our understanding of labor market indicators and reflect the unique nature of the Nigerian labor market. The revised methodology is designed to reduce errors and produce representative data, which will increase efficiency in the data collection process, improve data credibility, and bring our labor force statistics in line with international best practices. The new standard for labor market indicators in Nigeria will paint a more comprehensive picture of the Nigerian labor market. This means we will have more detailed information about the labor market conditions beyond employment, unemployment, and underemployment. Here are some highlights of the new methodology. First, employed persons now include persons who work for at least 1 hour for pay or profit during the period under review. This contrasts with the previous methodology, which recognized only those who worked for at least 20 hours a week as employed persons. This new method means that we will now have a more comprehensive picture of the labor market with respect to the employment situation of people in employment, the informal sector jobs, and quality of jobs among the employed. Next, unemployed persons now only include those who are currently available for work but not employed in any job, paid or otherwise, and have actively sought employment during a specified recent period. This contrasts with the previous methodology, which recognized those who worked for less than 20 hours a week as unemployed, regardless of their work situation. Also, those engaged in farming for personal use only, otherwise known as subsistence agriculture, will no longer be considered as part of the employed population. Statistics for such persons will now be produced separately, as subsistence agriculture will now be recognized as own-use production of goods and services. We have also adopted a new questionnaire for the survey. The adoption of the ILO model questionnaire is a big change that will enable the collection of more comprehensive data on various indicators using the definitions recommended by the 19th International Conference of Labor Statisticians in 2013. This new questionnaire contains several sections, including employed at work, temporary absence from employment, agricultural work and market orientation, main job characteristics, secondary job characteristics, working time in employment, unemployment, and out of labor force. With information from this new questionnaire, government and policymakers can gain a whole picture of the labor market situation and make more targeted policies. Also, data collection will now last for a 12-month period, in contrast to the old methodology where data collection was done each quarter. This approach will allow for capturing of seasonal changes which affect the labor market, which will in turn enhance data quality and credibility. The continuous data collection approach will enable quarterly and annual publication of the Labor Force Survey report. The quarterly report will only report national estimates of a few major indicators, like the unemployment rate, employment rate, underemployment rate, and persons in subsistence agriculture disaggregated by sex. On the other hand, an annual report with the complete labor force survey data representing the labor statistics for the year with all possible indicators covered by the survey will be published. National and state estimates of the indicators will be published at the end of the year. This means that labor force statistics will now be produced every quarter without fail. It also means that we will have access to reliable and up-to-date information on interrelated labor force indicators like working time in employment, subsistence farming, and others. Working age population will now be those aged 15 and above, as opposed to the previous methodology which kept the working age at 64 years. The importance of credible data for good policy making cannot be overemphasized, and the need for a robust methodology that reduces errors and produces representative and usable data is crucial. The new methodology will help provide untainted information for government decision-making and policy evaluation, ensuring that we have accurate and reliable data that reflects current realities. At MBS Nigeria, we continue to strive for better data collection and interpretation, ensuring that we have the most accurate and reliable information possible. To learn more about the Nigeria Labour Force Survey and all our other activities, please visit the MBS website at www.nigerianstat.gov.ng. You can also visit our social media pages on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn.